Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to do a concept video about profit, loss and percentages also. We are going to do a lot of questions also. So before indulging ourselves into the questions, directly doing the questions, let us clear our concept of how profit works, loss works, and what are the terminologies which are used generally in the CAT exam or exit exam. So before starting the questions, I would like to ask you some basic questions like, do you know what is selling price, what is cost price, what is profit, what is loss, what is the profit percentages? So these terminologies will help you a lot. So let us try to understand them first. So let us say you went to a shopkeeper to buy some of the goods, and let us say you bought a shirt for X rupees. Then that X rupees is the, let us say, let me try to show you. It is you, okay? You went to a shopkeeper to buy shirt, okay? And you bought the shirt for X rupees per shirt. Now for shopkeeper, this X is selling price because at this cost he has sold you this product, and for you this X is cost price. Okay, so for you this X is cost price. So if you want to understand what the profit is, so profit is selling price minus cost price. So for shopkeeper, now shopkeeper must not have just made directly the shirt. He must have bought the shirt from, let us say, a wholesaler or something. So the shopkeeper has bought shirt from wholesaler at Y rupees per shirt. So his cost price is Y rupees. His selling price to you is X rupees. So for shopkeeper, profit is Y minus X. For you, the profit is going to be, uh, if you are going to, let us say, if you are going to sell this shirt to someone other rather than just keeping with yourself, then it's going to be working like that. Okay, so this is the basic concept. What is the selling price, what is the cost price? Now let us try to understand what is the marked price. So you must have seen that on, if you are going to buy some of the goods in the market, then on the tag you see that MRP, that is actually the marked price. So what the shopkeepers do is, let us say they have bought the shirt for some X amount of rupees, they raise that price by some X amount and they put the marking as MRP, then they give you the discount. So in your mind it is like, okay, MRP is this and I am buying it at a certain amount of discount, so I am in the benefit. So marked price is increased on the selling price, okay? Or you can say marked price for the shopkeeper is increased on the cost price. Then he gives a discount to you, and on that discounted price he sells that product to you. Now in these kind of things, one of the basic concept you must understand is, rather than just using all the formulas, for example, what you can see is profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100, okay? Or loss percentage is equal to cost price minus selling price upon cost price into 100. Rather than using all these things, you have to be very careful. You have to use directly all the formulas. I will show you. Let us say profit is X percent. So rather than using all these formulas, just keep the basic concept in your mind. Selling price is equal to 1 plus X percent into cost price. Remember this just single formula, you can do all of the questions, okay? And let us say discount is Y percent. So selling price is equal to 1 minus y% into mark price. Just remember this, and you will be able to solve all the questions of profit loss. Let's see. Let us say profit is 10%, then selling price is equal to 1 plus 10% into cost price, or 10% can be written as 10 by 100. So selling price is equal to 1.1 cost price. Okay, and if you are able to find out that, let us say selling price is equal to 0.9 cost price, it directly means that there is a loss of 10% because it is less than 1, so there is a loss. Okay, similarly, let us say selling price is equal to 0.8 of mark price, that means that there is a discount of 20%. So I will show you in the questions, maybe not today, maybe in the next video, but since this concept should be clear to you. And now let's move ahead and solve few questions, and while solving the questions although I will improve your concepts. Let us start. So in this question it is given that there is a painter, and what he does is first he increases the price by x%, then he reduces the price again by x%, and in this first case the price of the painting is reduced by 441. So p into 1 plus x into 1 minus x, p minus 441, or you can write as p 1 minus x square is equal to p minus 441, or you can write as 441 is equal to p 1 minus 1 plus x square is equal to px square. So x square is equal to 441 by p. Simple. Now what he does is, after second such cycle, so p 1 plus x into 1 minus x into 1 plus x into 1 minus x, the price of the painting is 1944.81. It is given that. Let me see. Yeah, we have to find out the value of p. So instead of this whole, you can write it as p a 1 minus x square 1 minus x square is equal to 1944.81, or you can write p 1 minus x square the whole square is equal to 1944.81. Or what you can do is, instead of x square you can write it as 441 by p. So p 1 minus 441 by p the whole square is equal to 1944.81, or you can write it as p minus 441 divided by p square whole square is equal to 1944.81. p gets cancelled, so p square plus b square minus 2ab 1944.81p. Now we are going to solve it, so we can write it as p square minus 2 to the 2 to the 8 to the 8p minus 1944.81p plus 441 square is equal to 0, or you can write it as 1944.81 882.00, so 1826 and minus 2626.81p plus 441 square is equal to 0. Now there are many ways to solve this equation to find out the answer of p. One method is, you can start putting the options in the equation and you can solve this. Other method is that simple formula like p is equal to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4 into a into c divided by 2a. By this you can solve, or you can directly start putting the options using the help of the calculator. Here you are going to find out that the answer is option number A. Okay, so this was a bit lengthy question, but it does require a lot of calculation, and there is certain shortcut also, but I am not going to teach you that, because with that shortcut method you can solve only this question but not all the similar questions. So better try to learn the concept. Once you are confident in these type of questions, in after 3-4 videos we will try to learn the shortcut tricks of these. Let us move ahead to the next question. Okay, so this is also a very good question, and it has four parts instead of just one. So you are not going to get this as a single question, but more importantly, you can get this question as a kind of DI set, where this set is given and four questions are given. But it is a kind of profit loss or percentage kind of question, so we are taking it up here. So let's try to understand this question. They are saying that Ghosh Babu has a certain amount of property consisting of cash, gold coins, and silver bars. Okay. So let total property be P. Perfect. Now the cost of gold coins, he has gold coins, he has silver bars, and he has cash. So let us assume that he has G gold coins, S silver bars, and certain amount of cash, which can be write as C. And one gold coin costs 4,000 rupees, one silver bar costs 1,000 rupees, and cash is C. Okay. And it is given that there are four daughters, D1, D2, D3, D4. We can consider this as eldest daughter, and likewise age is decreasing. Okay, so it is given that he gave to his eldest daughter gold coins worth 20% of the property and 25% of the cash. So, and it is also given that the property is distributed equally among all the four daughters. So we have considered that total property is P. So D1 is going to get 0.25P, D2 is going to get 0.25P, D3 is going to get 0.25P, and D4 is going to get 0.25P. So eldest daughter gets 0.25P property equal to, it has been given that he gets silver bar worth 20% of silver bar, gold bars worth 20% of the total property. So 0.2P in terms of gold, and 25%, 25,000 cash. Let us solve this. So 0.05P is equal to 25,000. So P is equal to 25,000, 00 divided by 5 is equal to around 5 lakhs. So his total property is 5 lakhs. Each daughter is going to get 1,75,000. Okay, because 0.25 of P, so 5 into 0.25, sorry, each daughter is going to get 1.25 lakh. Okay, so this is how the property is distributed among the daughters. And while solving these type of questions, you can use the calculator also. So 1.25 into 4, if you are going to do it, 4, 5, 20, 48 and 10, 5 lakh. Okay, so every daughter is going to get 1.25 lakhs. Now let us try to understand what else is given. It is also given that, so first let us write daughter 1, daughter 2, daughter 3, daughter 4. Daughter 1 got gold worth, gold and cash, 25k, gold worth 1 lakh. Okay, this is the property and total is 1.25 lakh. Simple. Now it is given that, let me clear some area. Now it is given that the second daughter was given silver bar worth 20% of the property. So silver bar 0.2p of the remaining property. So what is the remaining property is 3.75 lakhs. Of this, 0.2 into 3.75 she got a silver bar, and 50k cash she got. So of this 375 into 2, you can get it as say around 15, 6, 7 as 75k. So daughter 2 gets silver bar of 75k and cash of 50k. So total is 1.25 lakh. Simple. So daughter 1 and daughter 2 we have cleared till now. Let us try to understand what else information is given in this question. Among the third and fourth daughters, he distributed the remaining gold and silver bars equally. Okay, Let us say remaining gold is equal to G, remaining silver is equal to S. Okay, and equally both accounting each for 20% of the property remaining. Okay, so what is the property remaining? Remaining is 2.5 lakhs, and of it 20% of the property, so into 0.2, so 50k daughter 3 gets in gold and silver, 50k daughter 4 gets gold plus silver. Perfect. He also gave the third and fourth daughter 25,000 more than what second daughter received in cash. So second daughter received 50k, so 75k cash, 75k cash, 1.25 lakh, 1.25 lakh. This is how the distribution is given in the question, and we have taken all the points whatever is given in the question. Let's see what the questions are asked, and let's try to answer the questions. Question number is there that total property of Ghosh Babu in lakhs is 5. Easy, simple, done, super easy. See, in DI sets or logical reasoning sets, your prime focus should be first try to understand the question, try to take as much information as you can, try to deduce as much information as you can, and then once you are clear with the concept, once you have understood the question easily, then when you start answering the subsets of the question number 3, 4, 5, 6, in DI set generally 5 questions are there, they are not going to take lot more of your time. This is the trick which we use in the DI sets. Let us see what is given in the question number 4. If the ratio of gold to silver bars that Ghosh Babu has is 7 is to 27. So let us say gold is equal to 7x gold coins, silver is 27x. Okay, so 7x plus 7x into 4,000, because gold was 4,000 rupees per gold. Okay, plus 27x into 1,000, because silver bar has price of 1,000 rupees. And what was the total worth in gold and silver? Total worth in gold and silver was 1 lakh plus 75k, 1,75,000 plus 50k, 2,25,000 plus 50k, 2,75,000. Did this was the total worth in gold and silver, 2,75,000. So this is equal to 2,75,000. 28, 18 plus 27, 3 is equal to 275. Okay, x. So 28 plus 27, so 55,000, x is equal to 275. So x is equal to 275, 1 2 3 divided by 55, 1 2 3 3 3 cancel, 5 1 5 5 5 25 11 5. So x is equal to 5. We have to find out the number of silver bars. So silver bars is equal to 27 into 5. This is going to be 135. This is the right answer, option number D. Okay, let's move it to the next question. Now it is given that 4 sheep farmers rented a pasture. Okay, Anil grazed his 24. Let me see, I think in the previous question have we missed something? Question number 4 we have done, 3 we have done, total property. Okay, this question we forgot to do. Let me clear it. First question, the amount of property in gold and silver processed by Ghosh Babu is, it was 2,75,000. In last part we did that also, because I remember of this set there were 3 questions, I solved only 2. That's why I remember it. So in terms of gold and silver it was 2.75 lakhs. Simple. Okay, now let's move ahead and answer the questions. Question number 5. 4 sheep farmers rented a pasture. Okay, so Anil grazed 24 sheep for 3 months. Bimal 10 sheep for 5 months. and Champak 35 sheep for 4 months. See, while you are solving actual in the cat, you don't have to write all this down. You should be able to do it mentally. I am doing it for the sake of the students who are not able to understand. So, but once you start practicing a lot of questions, there are lot of sources available on the internet. From the internet, you can get a lot of questions. I am also going to give a good amount of questions to you. Other than that, you can purchase simple books, just question bank of CAT or question bank of exact MB entrance. You do not need to join any costly coaching to solve a lot of questions. Okay, so 24 for 3 months. And okay, perfect. Anil share of rent is 720. Find the total share. Okay, so let us say that one sheep for 1 month rent is X rupees. Simple. So for Anil, 24 sheep for 1 month rent is 24x. Perfect. 24 sheep for 3 months rent is 24x into 3 is equal to 72x. This is the total rent. Similarly, for Bimal, rent is 50x. For Anil, we found 72x. For Champak, it is 140x. For Damodar, it is 63x. Okay. Now it is given that Anil share is 720. So 72x is equal to 720. That implies x is equal to 10. So what is total? Anil is 720. Bimal is 500. This is 1400. This is 630. We have to find out the total rent. So 720 plus 500 plus 1400 plus 630. We are going to add it up. So 0, 5 and 6, 4, 10, 15, 2, 3, 2, 5, 0 should be the right answer. Option number B is the right answer. Simple. This was a fairly easy question. Let's move ahead to the next question. So question number 6. In this question, it is given that after first year, let us say that original amount we were having P. So after first year, this P becomes 1.15 P. Because rate of interest is 15% per annum and it is simple interest, so I is equal to PRT. So P into 0.15 into T is equal to 1, so 0.15 P. So P dash is equal to P plus I is equal to P. 1 plus 0.15 is equal to 1.15. So I write it as directly. Okay. Now in the years of compounding, our P is equal to 1.15 P. This is our original P in the years of compounding. Our rate of interest is equal to R. After first year, it is given that interest is equal to, after first year, it is given that interest is equal to 920. Or compounding formula P double dash is equal to, you can write it as P becomes original P into 1 plus R by N ki power NT. Here N is equal to 1 and T is equal to 1. So 1.15 P into 1 plus R, simple. This is equal to 920. No, sorry. Minus original 1.15 P is equal to 920. This is the interest. So 1.15 P you can take common. So 1 plus R minus 1 is equal to 920. So 1.15 P into R, 1 gets cancelled, is equal to 920. So PR is equal to 920 divided by 1.15. This is our equation number 1. Now it is given that after second year, After second year, what is our P now? P has become this. So P 1 plus R is equal to what is given, 1012 minus original P is equal to 1012, or you can write it as 1.15 P into 1 plus R, 1 plus R minus 1 is equal to 1012, or you can write it as 1.15 P 1 plus R into R is equal to 1012, and we have found that P into R, we found some value. So P into R, 1.15 into 1 plus R into P into R is 920 by 1.15 is equal to 1012. From here 1.15 gets cancelled. So 1 plus R is equal to 1012 by 920. R is equal to, you can use the calculators to solve this, or you can directly write 1012 by 920 minus 1. This is the value of R. Now we have to find the value of R. So P into R is equal to 920 by 15. So P is equal to 920 by 1.15 into 1012 minus 920 into 920, or P, if you find the value, 920 square divided by 1.15 into 1012 minus 920, so by 92, so 920 into 920 divided by 1.15 into 92, 10. Let me clear some of the space. Divided by 5. Okay. So this value will come around to 8,000. Okay, so this is your right answer, option number C. Okay, so you saw how we solve this banking question. Basically, in these kind of questions, all you have to remember is that whenever simple interest we are talking about, simple interest is given as P into R into T. P is principal amount, what you are depositing in the bank. R is the rate of interest, whatever bank is offering you. T is the time for which the amount is kept. And after T amount of time, if you want to calculate what has become of your amount, let us say you went to the bank and you deposited P amount of rupees. So after T years, your P will become initial P plus this interest. So this will become P plus P into RT, or you can write it as P into 1 plus RT. This will become of your amount after simple interest. But compound interest formula is given as, here direct interest formula is not given. Here P dash formula is given. What becomes of your amount? So let us say you deposited P amount of money. Then after T years, your P dash is equal to P 1 plus R by N power NT. N is the times of compounding. So let us say one bank is compounding every year, one bank is compounding every 6 months. Then N will be 2. One bank is compounding after every 4 months. Then N is equal to 2. N is equal to, 3. And T is equal to time. So this way you can find P dash. And if you want to find out the interest, so P dash minus P will be the interest, or P 1 plus R by N NT minus P will be the interest, or P 1 plus R by N NT minus 1. This will be the interest of yours in the compounding formula. So this is the basic concept. If you understand this concept, you can solve all the banking questions easily. Let us move ahead to the next question. Okay, so question number 7. Let us try to solve this. This is a very frequently coming question in MBA entrance exams. These kind of questions. So it is given that by selling mangoes at the rate of 64 for 2000. So selling price of 64 mangoes is equal to 2000 rupees. So selling price of one mango is equal to 2000 divided by 64. Okay. The vendor losses 40%. So initially in the starting of the video, I told you that if loss percentage is given, if 40% loss is there, that means selling price is equal to zero point 0.6 cost price. Got it how I did it? I hope. Or you can write it as 1 minus 40% into cost price is equal to 1 minus 0.4 into cost price is equal to 0.6 cost price. This is the lengthy way. This should be in your mind. You should be able to do these things mentally if you are going to attempt the entrance questions. So selling price is equal to 0.6 CP. So 2000 by 64 is equal to 0.6 into cost price. So cost price of one mango is equal to 2000 into 10 divided by 6 into 64. So 236 to 10 0. So you can add 236 to 4 10 0 0 to 16 to 250 to 8 to 125 or 1250 by 24. This is the cost price of one mango. Okay. How many should he sell for rupees 1000 so as to gain 20%? So it is given that, let me first calculate this. You can take the help of calculator also. 1250 divided by 24. This is 52.08. So roughly it is equal to 52 rupees. Okay. Now he has to sell for rupees 1000. If selling price is 1000 rupees total, okay, and he has to gain 20%. So selling price of one mango is equal to 1.2 into cost price. So selling price is equal to 1.2 into 52.08 is equal to 0.2. You can take the help of calculator, is equal to 62.5. Now he has to maximum selling price of just 1000 rupees. So in 1000 rupees, how many mangoes he will be able to solve? 1000 divided by 62.5 equal to, you can take the help of calculator. On screen calculator will be there in CAT questions, so don't worry. This comes to be exactly 16, so your answer will be 16. Got it how I did it? First we found out what is the selling price given. From that we find out the selling price of one mango. Then we found out loss is given 40%. Then we found out what is the cost price as per the loss. So cost price of one mango we found out. From that we found out that in question it is asked that he has to sell at a profit of 20% instead of a loss of 40%. So gain is 20%, then 1.2 CP. We found out the selling price of one mango. Then we found out that in 1000 rupees, how many mangoes will he be able to solve? This was the way. 16 is the right answer. Option number B. Let's move ahead to the next question. Okay, this is again a banking question. In 4 years, simple interest on a certain sum of money becomes 7 by 25 of the principal. Okay, let us assume principal amount is equal to P, rate of interest is equal to R, T is equal to 4. So it is given that simple interest is equal to 7 by 25 of P, or simple interest is equal to P into R into T is equal to P into R into what is the time, 4 is equal to 7 by 25 into P gets cancelled. R is equal to 7 by 25 into 4 is equal to 7 by 100, or we can say as 7%. Simple. Option number C. Let's move on to the next question. Now it is given that a particular mobile phone was sold to a customer as 5% loss. If he had sold it for 90 rupees more, the shopkeeper would have made a profit of 1%. Find the initial cost price. Let us say cost price is equal to X rupees. Understand this concept very easily. If you are able to understand this question, you can do all the cost price, selling price, profit loss questions. Trick is the same. Let us say cost price is X. Now a particular mobile was sold at a loss of 5%. So loss is equal to 5% or 0.05. Selling price is equal to 0.95 cost price. Got it? Loss is 5%. So selling price will be 1 minus 0.05. So 0.95 cost price. Use this formula. So selling price is equal to 0.95x. Okay. Equation number 1. It is given that had he sold for 90 rupees more. So selling price is equal to 90 rupees more. He would have made a profit of 1%. So 1.01 cost price. This is selling price, 1.01 cost price. Why? Because 1% gain is there. Now let us solve this. 0.95x plus 90 is equal to 1.01. What is the cost price? We have assumed x. So 90 is equal to 1.01 minus 0.95 x. So 6 and 0 and 0.06 x. X is equal to 9,000 by 6, 616. So it is, I think, 1500. Yeah. Option number D is the correct answer. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, friends. So this is, you can solve these kind of questions by with the help of Venn diagram also. There are other tricks also, but we'll try to do it as simply as we can. There is a group of people. Let us say there are X people. It is given that 28% are young, rest are old. So 100 minus 28. So 0.72x are old, young. Now it is given that 65 are literate. So 0.65x literate, 0.35x illiterate. Okay. Now 25% of these literates are young. So 25% of these literates. So 0.25 into 0.65x. Let me solve this with the help of calculator to be fast. So 0.25 into 0.65, 0.1625 x. These are young. So these are actually young literates. And minus 0.65 you can do. So 0.4875x. These are 25% of the literates are young. These are old literates. Okay. Done. What we have to find? Percentage of old people among illiterate is nearest to. So these are old literates. So of these 0.28x, this 0.1625x are literates. Okay. So 0.28 minus 0.1625 means 0.1175. These are young illiterates. Got it? Now, since these are young illiterates, so what will be the old literate? Old illiterate will be 0.35 minus 0.1175 minus 0.35. So it will be 0.2325x. These are old illiterates, and we have to find out what is the percentage of old people among illiterates. So among illiterates, old illiterate divided by total illiterate into 100. This should be the percentage, 4.35 into 100. This comes to be 66%. This should be your right answer. Got it? How we solved it? First, we find out what is the total amount of young people, total amount of old people. In the question, it was given that what is the total amount of literates, what is the total amount of illiterate. From these literates, we found out the young literates and old literates. We subtracted these young literates from the total young population. So we got young literates and young illiterates also. And from these whole illiterate, we subtracted the young illiterates, then we found out the old illiterates. So old illiterates divided by total illiterates, we find out 66%. Got it? This was the correct way of doing it. There are many other ways. You can do it as you wish you like. But I found this method to be quite easy, and which can help me clear my concept also. So stay tuned. We are going to be coming with a lot of more videos where we will be doing the concept clearance of CAT kind of exams and practicing a lot of questions. If you have any doubt, let me know. I can make a short also. I can make a video also for you. This course is totally free for all the students who cannot afford costly education. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.